Hey kid, you like Reefer Madness? How would you upgrade to something a little harder?
Turns out the Reefer Madness was just the start of the hilarious drug PSAs. A gateway movie, if you will, into the harder stuff. Stuff like Cocaine Fiends, a 1935 drug PSA that was also released under the title The Pace That Kills. Although that title makes me think of Killer Salsa. The movie is about Jane, an innocent and completely idiotic girl who becomes involved with drug dealing Nick and becoming addicted to that sweet, sweet booger sugar. The case for this knows exactly why someone would buy it. It even name drops Reefer Madness. Sin, degradation, Nightcrawler from the X-Men, crime, suicide, prostitution, a scantily clad woman being hit on by what looks like the Coppertone Kid? Alright, let's see here. Among the many evils against which society struggles, one of the most vicious is the traffic in dope. In every community where the menace develops, all of the forces which society can mobilize, including social agencies, doctors, law enforcement officials, and government, band together to stamp it out. ... Without such an activity, the dope evil would run rampant. It has long been recognized that one other powerful force is necessary before the struggle can be completely successful. God damn it, why would you make the background the same fucking color as the text? I know you've only got 2 colors to work with, but you could try a little harder than that. That force is an aroused, an educated public awareness. It is in the hope of aiding such developing awareness that this picture has been produced. What happens to Jane Bradford may happen to anyone. There will always be Jane Bradfords. Till you, Mr. Citizen, cooperate with the forces now fighting the dope evil to forever stamp it out in our land. The management sucks at its job. Hey look, presented by Superman's cousin. The movie starts with these 2 drug dealers in pursuit of our leading man Nick while on their way to the set of Manos: The Hands of Fate.
We're gonna get new business, haven't we? Yeah, we'll get the business all right.
Is he saying they're gonna get fucked?
Well, what's it all about? Who are you?
Why, I'm a collector for an oil company, and a bunch of hijacking racketeers were after this, so I just gave them the slip. It's a shame that a beautiful girl like you should waste her time here. You belong in the city.
Sir, please don't patronize me. The drug dealers end up coming into Jane's restaurant where she's cleverly hidden Nick behind Nosferatu.
You're a cinch in the city.
Oh, but I couldn't leave Mother. You see, we're putting my brother through school.
Yeah, but you could earn so much more money in the city. Say, I know a fella that could put you in a show right away. What's the matter, got a headache?
No, I'm just moister than an oyster.
That's all the excitement, I guess.
Say, I can fix that right up. I got the grandest headache medicine in the world. Here.
He gives her some, headache medicine and shows her how to use it. By which I mean he pours it on her hand, and then the movie cuts to him looking at her like he's an NPC in a Bethesda game, and when it cuts back, she's already snorted it all?
Innocent my ass. You know full well that was cocaine, you little meth head.
Seriously, either she already knew what that was, or she just snorted some powder a guy gave her without knowing what it was or being told to shove it in her nose. Just ask Mia Wallace how that turns out. I love this look he's giving her here like, what are you doing? Oh god, it's too late. Well, let's see how this goes.
Why, that's marvelous. I feel better already.
You should try crack. Is it fun? It's great, it's crack, it gets you really high.
Oh, I'm miserable and depressed when you're gone.
It's almost like I'm addicted to you.
Here, take one of these headache powders. And everything will look brighter. How do you feel now?
I feel swell now.
Stop cutting away from people doing cocaine, damn it.
And you'll go with me next Thursday night when we get to town? We'll get married as soon as we get to town.
Yes.
You 2 have known each other for an hour. Although, to be fair, an hour on cocaine is like 6 hours sober.
He takes her to the city, which reminds me of the opening to Reno 911, and puts her up in a hotel. Meanwhile, the mom's left to go fuck herself. It's at the hotel with this character that they never bothered to establish that she realizes she's been taking nose candy.
Look, will you give me another one of those headache powders?
Headache powders. Oh, you poor sap. Haven't you tumbled yet? Those headache powders are dope.
Dope.
Yes, dope. You
mean
dupe.
I've been taking dope.
Yeah, dope. Cocaine. The kid catcher.
Nose candy, happy nose times, the nostril avenger, sinus slam, goodbye septum.
You're just all upset again. Try this.
Oh, Nick.
You didn't mean that about hating me, did you?
No, Nick. No, only give it to me.
I'll suck your dick, man. Come on.
If anything, Nick, only give it to me. Who was it?
That was the big boss.
Oh god, the cocaine gave her the power to teleport. She becomes Nightcrawler from the cover.
Well, he's putting you in the dead rat for a while.
The Dead Rat.
It's a new club that plays really great hardcore techno for a really hip young crowd.
Why, Nick, that's the last stop before the dive.
You're living in decaying vermin. I think that'd be a step down from a dive.
Don't take it so hard.
She follows Nick to one of his drug deals where they go to where her brother works? Although that's one hell of a coincidence. The movie hasn't established her brother yet. Oh no, this movie was doing so well at establishing things. Or she was lying and Nick's an idiot.
That boy in there is my brother.
What?
Come on, let's get out of here before he sees us.
Right.
The girl Nick gave the coke to tries to get the maybe brother hooked on coke and make whoopee?
You know, with all this money, I feel like making whoopee tonight.
They're gonna make a black comedian? They all end up going to a party, where I'm hoping this turns out to be a prequel to Bioshock and they all get turned into splicers. Nick asks Eddie's girlfriend if she would like to dance, much to the chagrin of both Eddie and Jane.
I told you to lay off, sir, and I meant it.
Beat it, you.
Don't tell me this, you dirty double-crosser. If you think you can two-time me, you're crazy. Who are you? What do you want?
Why, Jane.
Don't go back to the country, Palmer, and don't Jane me.
Now get out while the getting's good.
Adjusted for inflation, that's a $170 bill. Great, your girlfriend paid the bill. Now can we please leave? We next join Dorothy, an actress who frequents the Dead Rat Club, and her father, who keeps telling her not to go back. Do you really need someone to tell you not to go back to a place named after a plague vector?
So what?
I don't want you fooling around such places. I have heard the Dead Rat is tough. Plenty tough. Plenty tough. Plenty tough.
Oh, I shouldn't have ate that White Castle. Oh. Let's give that room to breathe. Alright, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Girlfriend meets up with Eddie. Blah, blah, blah. Car pulls in. Blah, blah. Another goddamn party. This movie is only 60 minutes long, but 30 of them take place at these fucking parties. Fuck you, guy playing the piano. We cut back to the mom, who continues to go fuck herself.
No letters for me today, Jim?
I'm sorry, Miss Bradford. None today.
They're most likely dead or they hate you. Eddie and his girlfriend both get fired, meaning if they want more cocaine, they're probably gonna have to start giving knuckle dusters off the freeway. Thankfully, Fanny manages to score some donuts.
Donuts! Donuts! I can't eat! I don't want food! I want a shot!
Hey man, I'm sure those donuts are just as good as cocaine. Or, what was it you wanted?
I want a shot! I've got to have a shot!
Did this movie just forget the difference between cocaine and heroin?
Please, Eddie, don't go to pieces. You gotta get hold of yourself.
I can't get hold of myself. I gotta have dope. I'm a hophead. I'd sell my soul for just one shot.
I'll suck your dick.
All right, Eddie.
She tries to get some cocaine from her reflection, but she is a selfish bitch. Then she walks outside, and then she comes back home, and cocaine.
Was that the prostitution from the cover? Lame!
Fanny goes to hang out outside the Dead Rat Cafe, which this movie is determined to make a thing, where she runs into Dorothy, who gives her some money.
Here. Good luck.
Ugh, Another goddamn party I don't care about.
Oh, God, no.
Ah, the good old days. When movies had random-ass musical numbers, and autofocus was a guy named Otto holding his glasses in front of the camera. Ugh, thank God that's over. We cut to a couple gangsters talking, and then another fucking singer!
If you love me, say you do.
Espera, que llegaré.
Me no cry, me only say.
Dude, take the vibrating butt plug out of your ass before you start singing.
I've had about enough of you.
My girl, so what?
Wasn't this movie about Jane?
Fanny goes home, only for Eddie to leave her, which drives her insane enough to start hearing the music from Young Frankenstein.
Eddie.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. We meet back up with Eddie, in some kind of opium den, where he's found by Jane.
Eddie. Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, wake up.
Oh, not now, Mom. I was about to get a blowjob from Barney.
Jane.
No. No, not Jane. There isn't any more Jane. I'm Lil.
Lil Wayne. Jane, or I guess Lil, takes her brother back to his place and tries to find Nick at the Dead Rat Cafe. Meanwhile, Nick goes back to his room to discover Fanny having said hello to her old friend Darkness. Lil goes to Nick's apartment only to find the actress being held hostage by this bitch.
You say you need money? All right, I'll give you money. $1,000 if you'll get me out of here. They'll kill you for this. I don't care what they do to me. I'm going to earn that $1,000.
Oh shit, she's less little Bow Wow and more little Slugger. Little Slugger calls the cops, but unfortunately they send Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Stop it! I swear I'll kill you!
Bye, everybody.
Little Slugger pleads self-defense, the actress's father gets fingered as the big chief of cocaine distribution, and the actress ends up with one of the cops. Because that was the plot of the movie, right? The actress getting a boyfriend?
If I don't scold you, will you promise me one thing?
What?
That you'll stop this questing?
I don't need to go questing anymore. I've found my prince.
And then Lil becomes a supernatural kid with a bat attacking people with mental disorders, and Eddie becomes a cop whose brother, that was never established, was killed by a tune.
It's a better ending than we got. This movie's an absolute slog to sit through. It's only 60 minutes, yet it feels longer than The Two Towers.
The movie is mercilessly padded with 3 scenes of parties, 2 musical breaks, and a second act which has nothing to do with the premise. Very little of the movie has anything to do with cocaine or addiction. It's just party, 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 occasional cocaine usage that they got away from, and then Lil shoots Nick. And at insult to injury, the movie doesn't even give much resolution to our main characters.
Honestly, the movie's more boring than funny. But I hope that doesn't deter you from joining us for our next feature, a forgotten little gem called Space Hunter. See you next time.
You leave me someday.